Hi. You know what time it is, don't you? Well, you must do. You're watching this video. It's video time. That was awful. Why did I even say that? Hello, and I can't. I just can't. Hello, and welcome to another video. My name's Sam, and today we're checking out Vermillion on the Quest 2. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, Vermillion is an oil painting app. It is also available on PC VR, but I'm checking out the Quest 2 version. And in this video, we're going to be checking out what the app has to offer, as well as following along with the master, that is Bob Ross. So I'm going to be following along with, I think it's called Mountain Summit. We're going to be following that video and yeah, trying to create a masterpiece. Oh, don't forget, if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And whilst you're down there, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future content, because there are some exciting things to come. Trust me. Would I lie to you? No, I wouldn't. Anyway, enough chit chat. Let's get to it, shall we? Game on. Okay, so here we are in Vermillion. Now this is Vermillion on the Quest 2, so not the PC version. So the Quest 2 version has recently released, and I thought I'd go over the basics of the game and see if we can paint along with Bob Ross, the master that he is. Now I'm going to have a fresh palette. This is one that I used for a previous painting, which you'll see at the end of this video. So if you want to see what I created with this, wait till the end. So for anyone that doesn't know, Vermillion is an oil painting app in VR. You have everything you'd expect, really. You've got all your different brushes and tools. You've got a cloth to clean your brush, or you can use shortcuts and press buttons. You've got your palette with your different colors here. You can mix all the colors together. You can have custom palettes, so if you've come up with different colors that you've already mixed that you like to use again, you can save the palettes. So let me just show you that. So here you can see the default palettes here. Your palettes, so this is the one that you saw earlier, so I've saved that as a palette. You can resize the palette, so you can have a teeny wee little palette. We can have a much bigger palette today. Good. So we're going to be playing with all of these wonderful toys. Full disclaimer, I am no artist. Yeah, this should be interesting. You've got paint thinner, you've got your mixing tray here that you can then wipe clean. If you see anything that's got a handle, you can actually grab that and adjust these. So I can move this down here if I wanted to paint down like that. I could have it, you know, more upright. I can have that higher, lower. I can move this around. You know, you can, to a pretty good extent, you can customize your workspace. So same here as well, up and down. And you don't have to just have the palette here, you can actually pick it up. One thing I wish you could do is rotate how you hold the palette. So for example, if I grab the is that the 2-incher? Yeah, 2-inch brush. If you hold down the grip button, you see your hand appears there. You can actually rotate of how you want to hold the brush. So I don't know why I rotated it that way, because I'm an idiot pretty much. So I can, you know, rotate it that way. I can rotate it this way, so you can hold the brush in a different way. I wish you could do the same with the palette, because for me, this is, I'd want to rotate it that way and then that way. So I'm holding it, so I'd hold the easel this way. I'd want it going across there. That feels more natural to me, because your thumb would be going through the hole. At the moment, it's, yeah, so I wish you could rotate the palette the same way. So I usually just leave it on the table. That's literally my only negative about this. Everything else is fantastic. I've had a lot of fun just experimenting and playing around with this. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get in and paint with Bob Ross.
Welcome back. I'm certainly glad you decided to spend a half hour with us today.
Me too.
I think you'll enjoy the little painting we're going to do, and I hope you take the time to paint along.
Oh, I will. I'd say his is a square canvas. We're going to go with that. So there you go, there's my canvas set up. Right, you've already put liquid white on there. I'm assuming that's just white. Obviously there are different types of whites, and I don't know what liquid white is, so I'm just going to put white on there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this smaller so I can coat it quicker and then scale it back up.
Bit
What are we
of
doing?
Phthalo blue.
Blue.
We use the old 2-inch brush.
2-inch brush.
Grab a touch of the midnight black also. Phthalo blue and midnight black. Just start at the top and work all the way across. Your sky will get lighter and lighter toward the horizon. And that's one of those little tricks that help create the illusion of depth in your painting.
Bob, something's gone wrong.
As things get
I don't know how you do your crisscrossing. I need to learn that technique. Don't know if it'll work in this though.
okay, then we'll need some water on the other side. Don't want it left out. I don't know exactly where land's going to be and water's going to be. So we just cover it all with water. And if we want a tree to live here,
Bob, mine looks awful.
We just drop it in. And we wash our brushes with good old odorless thinner. I never use turpentine when I'm washing brushes. It leaves a residue in the brushes, which is very difficult to get out. Plus, it smells bad. Oh, it smells terrible. One drop of turpentine in your house, and
Great thing about
You'll be
VR, you
working
can't
by
smell it.
yourself.
Bob's making beautiful, happy little clouds. You tap. Hang on, let me rotate the brush. Hang on, Bob. Right, you're tapping. I'm tapping. But I'm not getting the same effect. Bob, what are you doing to me? That was a better effect there. See, his are more white at the top, because obviously that's where the sun's hitting them. And then darker underneath. So I'm trying to sort of replicate that. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's kind of cool. It's getting there. We're gonna give him a happy little friend here. Just dabbing the brush ever so gently, building up those layers. I wish, I mean, it is. I don't know if you can see that. If I push here, the brush does sort of fan out when I hit it harder. So when you apply more pressure, the brush does fan out. But I think it needs to fan out even if you push gently, because that's what's happening there. He's not applying hard, is he? I don't know. I'm no painter. I don't know. I think with painting in VI, you definitely have to, yes, take the understanding and the principles of what's done in real life, but then adapt them to work in VR. You can't use, I don't think, the exact same techniques. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. If anyone who's watching this video is an oil painter and has painted in Vermillion, even on the PC version, it's fine. I'd love to know your thoughts on the subject. Okay, that's looking pretty good. No, right, caress the canvas. Let me just rotate this. Whoa! No, that's not caressing the canvas. Gently. No, not with this brush, you're not. Not in Vermillion.
together. And that's one of the nicest, easiest little ways to make a cloud.
Now I wonder, and obviously, thankfully, because it's VR, you have an undo button, which I have been using. Wonder if we used the... Yeah, there we go. So if I use the blend brush, I can then go over and caress the canvas. I don't think I can actually do that with the 2-inch like he was doing. That's actually, I'm really impressed with that cloud now. Bob, you're a genius. Even in Vermillion, in VR, you're a genius. Black, blue.
Pull it out very flat, cut across, and we have our little roll of paint out here on the edge.
Whoa, Bob, hang on. I'm mixing. I wonder if I can actually do that. How did you do that, Bob?
Pull it out very flat, cut across, and we have our little roll of paint.
I do, Bob. Look at that. How well can you guys see that? There you go. No, I've got it, Bob. I've got it.
Out here on the edge of the knife.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
Now just decide where your mountain lives in your world, and push very firmly.
My knife is mine isn't like yours. Mine's a different shape. Push firmly. So think I need more paint, Bob. Bob, I can't get the same sort of pressure as you. Oh, there we go. So if I use the edge, you get that sort of stoppily effect, the whole blotchiness, which is good for later on, because I have obviously watched some Bob Ross videos before, and we do want that for the highlights and the shadows. But it's working out how to use the tools in VR to best represent what's been done there. Right, let's try a different way. That sort of works. You gotta use the flat edge with the palette knife, because there's no other knife. I want a knife like that. That'd be cool if it could be implemented to work like that as well. I think I need a bit more black.
So the liquid white is on the canvas, and automatically it'll get lighter and lighter down toward the base. Just softer and softer.
Okay, let's see if I can. That's too brittle. Now, I know you can change certain brushes. So, for example, if I go with the smooth 1-inch brush, if you see that it says 1 of 2, means you've got 1 of 2. So if I press right or left on the stick, you can see it changes bristle type. So that's smooth and then actual bristle. So like that, or smoother. Let's undo those because that's terrible. Let's see if this works. So now if I get this, it's too brittle. That definitely needs to be the blending brush, I think. See if we can get that sort of effect that Bob has so easily achieved. I'll be with you in a second, Bob. Just trying to make this blend in a bit better.
Cut off a little roll of paint, like so. No pressure. No pressure. There. See there? Just touch and just let it flow right down the side of the mountain. But no pressure. You want it to break like this and have all those little holes and bumps.
It's not breaking, Bob. If I do it like this, like we did last time. There we go. Yeah, definitely no pressure. Oops. I'll blend it. It's fine. So the light's coming from this side. So that's why this is lighter. Apart from that bit there, I might have to go over that again. So this is where the shadow is. I'm making a mess of my mountain, but it's fine. It's fine. It's my mountain. It can look however it wants to. He's using his 2-inch to sort of blend it all together, so I'm going to use my blending brush, I guess.
Now then, with a large brush, I want to create the illusion of mist. So all I'm going to do here...
Okay, he's padding. Maybe I can use the 2-inch brush. Yeah, I can. I can pad, make mist. So I'm thinking, when I did this, I should have scraped off literally all the excess paint because it was blending too much. There we go. So I should have done it more like this. But it's cool. It's all good. It's all a learning process. So let's scrape this excess off. See if we can... Actually, no, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, happy little accidents.
So black, Prussian blue.
He's using his palette knife again.
We'll throw some Van Dyke, some crimson in there, a little sap green, whatever you got. Just mainly dark colors.
Mainly dark colours, okay.
Let's use our old fan brush today. Let's go
Ooh,
in
I
here
got a
and
fan
blend
brush.
some color.
So you've got a cross. He's got himself a little bit that comes out here as well.
Grab the bottom of it.
Reflections.
Straight down. See there? Because the canvas is wet, you can do this and get away with it. If you had a dry canvas, you'd be an agate.
Yeah, I think this is a dry canvas, Bob. Right, let's undo that instead. I'll use the blending brush, because we're pulling it down, we're blending it, we're making reflections, basically. There we go. So it is a wet canvas, you just gotta use different tools.
Maybe there's a happy little tree that lives right here.
Love a happy little tree. Hang on, Bob, I'm still dealing with my reflections.
Here, a little evergreen tree.
He's using the fan brush.
See? Just touch, and then use just the corner of the brush and work back and forth.
Hang on.
Back and forth. Just la 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 la. Do 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 do.
Let's go a smaller brush. Okay, and then the edge of the brush. tap back and forth. Okay, so while Bob's adding other little happy little trees, I'm going to add some as well. These trees are covered in snow, that's what I'm going for. So because it's blending with the white that's underneath, it's yeah, they're snow covered trees. So here we are at another happy little tree, joining the family that's on this lovely little island. Beautiful, look at that. And it's your world, you can do whatever you want here. There's no judgment, nothing. It's your world, created however you want.
Now then, I just want to put the indication here and there of some little grassy areas far, far away back here. Just a few. It's too far away to see a lot of detail. You can grab that and lift upward, make it look like little distant trees. This canvas is tough. Chances are you couldn't hurt it if you wanted to.
My canvas isn't tough, Bob. It's virtual. Right, hang on. Let's see if we can simulate that, shall we? Right, white, and we're adding the horizon. I can't do that, Bob. Come on. I can't do that. Bob, I can't do it. What can we do instead? Can we use this? Yeah, this works better. Scale it up. There we go. Scale this up. We're going to use this instead. That's better. So, while you can't do exactly as Bob's doing, for example, you can use different tools and work things out for yourself. You know, experiment. See what works, what doesn't work. There you go, that's nice. So I've just cleaned the brush. Let's see if I can just bring this down a bit. You know, we've got a little bit of reflection going on there in the water. Clean the brush as we go. Still got stabilizer on. Just bringing that down a little bit. That's looking nice.
And let's put a happy little bush right here. You sort of have to begin making some decisions here.
I think I'm getting better at doing these happy little trees though. Now the great thing is, if you actually go over to your tab here, there are already some video tutorials that Vermillion recommends. So painting a robin in Vermillion, how to paint a Ross landscape in Vermillion. So you got all these different things. I've just loaded up a random Bob Ross video. It's actually Valley View. Maybe it's Valley. No, Mountain Summit. There you go. So I'm doing this one here. But you can just go into learning. You got these recommended videos as well, and you can just browse YouTube and then hit the favorite button and bookmark them as well, so you can come back to them later. But there are different, so how to avoid muddy colors. So I should probably watch that video. How to use your brushes. So yeah, I should probably watch some other of these ones, and if you get this, I recommend doing that as well. But in the meantime, we're going to just continue with Bob here. Now, unfortunately, at this stage of the recording, there were some technical issues, and all game audio was removed. So from this point on, there won't be any audio from the actual game of the brushes on the canvas, things like that. However, the YouTube video audio still remains. So apologies for that. Back to the video. Literally, this is my first proper attempt at painting in this, other than the painting I'm going to show you at the end. Now he's adding a bush.
Yeah. There we go.
He's using this round 1-inch fella. So this is now, I'm assuming, its own like island, or the shorelines come round maybe and it's come here. You're going to do what I think you're going to do. You're going to cut along?
Okay.
Oh, you're doing a highlight. So I'm going to have to use this.
Just put the indication here and there of a few little trunks.
Oh.
In these trees. Give them some nice trunks so they can stand up strong.
Okay, let's clean this. There we go. Job done. So much easier to clean. Bristle dagger, smooth dagger, bristle dagger, smooth dagger. I think what I'm going to end up doing is adding in this, then going over it again. So you've got the bit of tree, but then with the bristle brush, there you can see. Yeah, okay, there we go, yeah.
It has the green on it. There. And I just want to put the indication of a few little highlights on these trees. Don't kill all the dark.
So that's sort of like a greeny yellow. And some here. This is what I should have done. I should have done it more sparsely. But it's okay. It's all good.
We'll alternate some of the colors here.
Okay, okay. So we'll use this brush. Okay, so we're adding in those bushes. Right, continue, Bob.
I went into a little yellow ochre. Now we can reverse the brush and drop a little of that right in there if you want to. Right in there.
He's doing reflections as we go. And he's right,
General
it's
shape.
all about layers.
A little bright red once in a while too. Ooh, that's a pretty one sitting over here in the corner.
That's nice, Bob. Right, let me catch up. Dabbing away. You can't rush art. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. And you get to create some amazing looking things. I would have never thought that I'd be able to produce something like this. But with the right guidance and a little bit of patience, you can. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to match Bob's creation exactly. This is my creation, so I can take liberties wherever I want. Yeah, I'm painting along with him, but yeah, this is my world, and I can do what I like.
Just barely touch, and then go across, and that makes those beautiful mirror reflections.
Well, sorry for the jump to this part, but unfortunately, the video corrupt as I was recording it, and it's taken me a long time to piece it all back together. So apologies for that, but here is the final piece. So obviously I want you guys to be able to take a look at this. But had some troubles, learned a lot on the way. So I'm looking forward to doing more paintings in Vermillion. It is a very, very powerful tool. Look at all the little details and the bumps from the paint and everything like that. Fantastic. And this is on the Quest version. So yeah, very happy with this. I would never have thought that I would be able to produce something like this. And this is my first proper attempt at painting in Vermillion. Thank you to Bob Ross for teaching me how to paint this. Slight differences to his version, but that's okay. This is my painting. It's my world. This is how I want it to be. But through the magic of editing, we're going to swap over to another painting now, and go. Ta-da! So this is what I was painting earlier with this palette that I talked about at the beginning of this video. But guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. This has been Vermillion on the Quest 2. I've been GameOnScorpio. I've been Sam. Don't forget, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And whilst you're down there, you might as well hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future content. And I shall catch you all in the next one. Game on.